Adeshemama yamamu nyina ha premo ato ewo UTV kase ebo ayensa ka na yede ebremo na ansa na yede nwumaku a wonum aso yasene ebebremo no abusua yenhwe de edimo akotini ebie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de ato edwa sede tie bia no wo hwese solar power wo betimi ahwama awie ya ebogu kwai ye betimi anya nkane mpo de afri mu na pressure bebrebe a eda energy sectors no so no etimi abafom kakra ababeto dwase achechefo ene awofo ese fatasa yonko fabi betimi aba wo mo ntem sansa achechefo nko antimi hwe ye ma no enti onmonyafo esla usu akufo ede ato awofo nyina anim se wo mo ene achechefo nka mbom se de be ye no ebetimi aboa ama ye ma no entete no so etimi akoyie wonu mu a wo sika akwakoka aban eho titiru ne bank ahodo a aguo no womo eto de amane se sempadimfo nya bibia amfa ho a enya de a wom betena se din ahwe wom be ye oye kire se de be ye a wom sika akoka mu no wonsa ebetumi aka ye de ani a kire fra omantem a hohoi new town ma basic school womo de adesrede eto edwa wohia adan ankwada no bi ebetena mu ahia de ene nneoma ahodo a ne nyina aka ho bi ma adekire ne adehia etimi ekoyie omo sese mpanimfo enhwe na omeboa wo mo ensempi ka ho na Midday bremu awie kase boemu na nwumako bi adaroma omo na asasene ama ye de premto breka sebo no ebremu eye this way chocolate drink abusia de ohia ye nsohie na nso edura wiase yi a wohia nsohie kakra bi a wode be nane no de aka de wa wonnim ni kwanse se de awia ne si bo no ohia de mu onwunu awie yi etu di nsohie ketwa bi enane no a say a powder inti this way no de gumsa na kanum pe na afei wo de ensu enwunu aka ho ebekoyie wonya pie bi ana panu bi a ye free phone no mu a ye wani beje papa etimisro wo hia bi ye was special ice mineral water no ni nsukroje ye wia na ebo no ehia nsuo wo say doctor for beka cho say ya num nsuo bebre inti nsuo bebre no wo hia special ice mineral water en wanom ye wa ahodo ye wo kese pa ye wo adantamu ene ye wo kitwa eno achi ye wo sachet enti de wo ho beso bia no wonsa ebeka ye wo special drinks eno ya anonom de abusia enkoda ne ko school say no na de bia so maka say wia no ebi wo kra pa fashion fridge mu bi she freezer hono na eye blog dindindin ana de she enkoda ne ba ho nom de ko school a edura wia say na say wo mu di agora mfifre te wo mu no wo mu so benom wo mu nom no na eboa wo mu ema wo mu energy no so agina ne na so special drinks no ye wa ahodo bebre wo energy drink no empanimfo nko ana enom wo mo ye adwumaden wo mo mpese wo mani be ha wo mo beda anadwudwuma no na wanu bi na aboa wo ama wo ho na timi agina ne na so ye wo best point savings and loans wo do sika ekoto no esro ne akire wo sika na kra na wo betimi access wo phone no so wonim se wo sika na dam opa onsa beka wonkwa akire ana wo mrese de nkrofo brei wonsa betimi aka wosika eno manya mfinhia du timpacho ya hwe eno obi emu wa be fontinta homa ne so eho mo mabosia de hia ne se obetu anamo na obekọ wonom akache wo mo branches ni bebre kwa wokọ a wonom ebeboa ama wonsa aka wosika ana abosia wo hwehwe ana person na omudi dwan so a eno so wo mo benya wo ho adaje na wo mo akyerɛkyerɛw ye wo best assurance and best pension woda chia sam na woka ho insurance nti utu anamo na okọ wo so nkyɛn a wo bɛboa ɛwɔ akonwase nyinaa so midi ede akosia sapon me na wiei mede kaseboi ebremo mebo ewremu adia ne wotu franka de ama MPP amanyokuo no eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na opanyi ene akuaku ahodo a wonom ɛwɔ ɔman a eye Ghana nwuma ahodo no wone wo mo ahia na no wo kyerɛ mo sɛ de ade na si akwakoye no awie ebogu kwa ene nkane yinsuso enye sɛ wo mo sikura sɛ wo mo si enye dum so eye bia how bi na aba na omu esiesie nanso so kamia sɛ nipa dodo no a na omu hia nkane a enwuma na na nkrofo nso ebie eno nti de friend solar no wono owo na ni so ade hunu sɛ bɛsɛ megawatt no be sem pimienu 2000 megawatt no peso ya eno betimi aboa enwumanwuma ahodo na akuaku no mu hyiaye no ebi eye Ghana Bar Operators Association, afei National Association of Garages, Market Traders Association, Ghana National Association of Traditional Healers, and afei Indigenous Caterers Association of Ghana, Ghana National Tailors and Dressmakers Association. Eni akuaku ahodo no no mu ahyia enei wodi nsemi to wo no anim.
Uhwe ejuma mo nyina eye no. Ni nyina hia electricity. Enye sa. Ejuma ye nyina ye no. Ehia electricity. And adia so a eha etwim pa se electricity ne bo no ewo akosoro kakra. Enti ube ye refrigeration business na wan hwe yi na wa beboka. Enti Midday adwin fufuro eba as far as generation of electricity eba Midday solar power 2000 megawatts of solar power eba Ghana ha. We are going to inject 2000 megawatts. 2000 megawatts no half of our consumption. Sa 2000 megawatts ne ba electricity ne bo no ebe kofom pa ebe kofom ebe buayen pa. So obia benya ne home faso because it will come down significantly. 2000 megawatts na yeriba of solar power.
The onu feel say oya ebe ye yie no enu no ka no nti ye mbom pa egusu na enye yie because onum say niama mu ayedi nti we na oya ahuchiri no beba form kakra
emma de ne ye hwa ne say ebo a wa hye no ebebem ebemu a ye nso ne yesese ye ma obia no ye be ye ama ye ka GPS a first na ye hwehwe obi fi say ye the toilet bi na say bibi school bi na de ayende ubo wo phone na location pakpakpa na edem na wa frɛ uba na wa be fa o tese wo hye de anyama no edededede ma wo say dia okan ya o yes obeye no ogusu a oye na dia wakase obeye no nso obeye efa business ho ni ade wa kire se dia be ya business be kwaso na business be ya digital ama ye bibia be kwaso wano ya hwe paperless way ya e kwaso hospitals wo kwa hospitals they say no wo kwa wo nsan emfa card nkwa ha wo gira wo na so na wa ya show kama na wo ko NHIS bibia ekwaso fefefe a wo se eniama ekwaso no enyi eba wo miaba obeba betoa so ama na yo
nda ya bibidrofo ayeba ha de eye bronya damaye because Yababe Shia sitting vice president for the second time in almost 25 years in the history of Ghana. Ena asema vice president ababe kanwa ha no eye ade a eye yen adesua da for all this while. But in the vice president etumidi less than 30 minutes address it. If he says send ya ode akumapa eje ye no your friend says senka yenya we ya nka bibidro atumpompa dia mayarisa
Majority leader ewo emrahye bedwam wono anso emrahye bedwani ewo efutu constituency onimunyamfo Alexander Afenyo Marken ene ode ato akyerkyerefo omo ne constituency anim se ensama hodo bi a wo mo beka emwama enwomesua ntimi nko na animu no omo fanto nchen amanyesem a wode frafra neoma ti sei no wonyi nto nchen na emom wo mo nhwe wo mo anim neoma betimi aboa ma mpuntuo aba wo nwomesua mu no na eno no wo mo aka ho asem amanatimi aboa.
Down to the introduction of free technical education, the population of this school stood at 315. By the grace of God, today the population of this school is 1,840.
That the student population of this school has risen to a record number of 3,230. Not long ago, the population of this school was just around 1,000. The impact of the free SHS in our society. Sometimes because of partisan politics, even when we see a good thing, we don't want to talk about it. But it is important that we emphasize the impact of politics that have become a game changer. This year being an election year, we all know that we have our party interests. But remember your students, engage in healthy debates, and let's not polarize the environment and create a toxic environment.
Ingwa student no better na dey here bi pa nti ewiabi yenyu agipa de honorable Alexander Wamina Afanyomaki obaye hina dum odi ingwa nkonko 400 mono desk oda beche wadum hi pa nti we share na wonka nche de na CP me PTA chairman ogina meeting baja dance de honorable Baduma na Midday already wo promo han we nyi we need technical institute in film Ogutebi was a future dream, and we believe we are also part of the dream because every single project that is commissioned, we are part of it. You made it the way to be about some teachers' laptop, summer hats, fashion department, and the rest of them. Bring you able to my bonina into technical education, it has come to stay. And say, or they in Ayaboa. Yada Abanswase.
Osofo a ono na hwe nkita hundie so eye onwunyamfo Esla Owusu Ekufu. Wode ato awofo ne akyekyerefo nyina anim se wonum mienu no hia se won beka wo ho abom esan se ye ma no wo mo hia wo mo se empanimfo mienu ana se awofo ne akyekyerefo ka bom a eno boa nkwada no wo ma de suamu we nyina no ebeboa amade ye hwehwe se wo mo da achebeye no etumi ayesa.
Learning starts long before you enter the walls of your senior high schools, and it starts with your parents. From the minute you are born, they nurture you, they instruct you, they guide you, they train you, they discipline you, all geared towards shaping you to become a worthy citizen and member of the family, the home, and society. A year call to our parents. And it is a shared responsibility, as all previous speakers have said, for our children to grow up as useful citizens. They need the collaboration between our parents and our teachers. We can't bring our children to school and then forget about them and hand over to the teachers and hope that they do the best. Providing your children with everything they need in life, material-wise, isn't parenting. They need you to be involved in everything they do. And so I thank all parents who've nurtured generations of girls who've walked through these walls, all of whom have made you proud, all of whom will make you proud for now and the future. And we all, as old students, as parents, as friends of Infantsman, are here to assist you to be all that you can be. And there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. And so, let me end my presentation by saying that I can't come and leave empty-handed. The last time I was here, I promised you a computer laboratory, and we delivered it. We are going to add another 40-seater laboratory to the existing one.
God can know the purpose of a child or a person here on earth. At first teaching, it is very imperative for parents to empower their children with knowledge to understand that God is in control of everything concerning their lives. He is the only author and finisher of their lives and faith, and parents are simply custodians. Additionally, parents should always endeavor to pray for their children and also give them spiritual counsel. Those shouldn't be the sole responsibility of their Sunday school pastors and teachers. As we celebrate this day, the 64th anniversary, I want to seize this opportunity to say a big thank you to the current government for free senior high school education, which has given room for lots of students to access education. I also express my heartfelt gratitude to my dear big sister, Honorable Minister for Communication and Digitalization, for unfailing support to our school. Thank you.
Ghana this year be a wonum sika akọ keka banks bi a wom ntumi ensa enka wom sika wom pese wom koyi wom sika nanso wom enya ne saa waka won ho abom a wo frɛ won ho locked up investment holders forum na wom kire se Ghana ban asue a wom ehwe sika semso na Bank of Ghana sempanimfo anhwe anye bibi anfa wom sika akɔka saa banks awodo yi a wom be yo ye kire kese pa e de atia wom sanse wom sika no wom hia e de ayo wom ade bi na so sese wom nsantumi nka eno ena nam so ama wom de kokoboyi e mampanimfo. Locked up investment holders forum convener wada wom ano Dr. Edu Anane Entwi ne nsankan mu no kire mu a wo so wom hawi wom de adan mampani mrahye bedwam chiame mrahye bedwa no dom kuma na dom kase wom afesuafo hwe sikasem so amrado a wada Bank of Ghana sika krabia no ano senko obetimi mpo ene wom sika krabia wom ye investment wom ho no nyina be kasa na nka wom interest anasa principal payment demands ni nyina no wom de amom customers no enfinsha porpore mi ensanie asempanifu abubu nua de agu wom asum de ama wom petition ni nyina na eno no wo kire mu se Bank of Ghana amrado de kire se wom adi ne ho ya pa se asem yi wom de babedan wom no wom enye wom adwene se wom de wom ani be di akire kura de ama wom enti ene wom de kokobon sem e ko de ama wom se so wom so wom enhwe asem no ho nsem kan ye mfa wom de ene na wo ye kire chenjire ncha no eden pa boja ye de wom de be hye so nyame ya adoma wuku ada match boso me de to so aduonu nson emfimpini ne aduonu nan we no ayade a wom ebe ye no every 2 weeks saa de kopem November boso me e wa afi we mu no na wieye sei ene ho nsem etodwa
saa companies a omo nye sika ntua yenka na ese Bank of Ghana eboa no onye na dwen ese obeboa na ehun se Bank of Ghana emfa no ho ne hayen se obewuzo mu emfa no ho ono re o me cafe o me cross we nipa e de o musika to ho yes o me de o musika no ekoto chacha yamfa yesika nkwankoto be bia aban aka se mama mfesi kan ko yanko piram yanko R5 yanko men's gold ye diskano ko be bia aban ankasa ahihye se o pese o ye investment a ho na ese o de ko the bride yesika ko ho de na esese aban so den oboyen ho ban enam Bank of Ghana so enso ya Bank of Ghana we ne dia ani se o mu ya yen na enso ya kan se ne yesese emrakwa mu ye na yense kan yesika bia no ye beyo edunti efi ukuada ebe ye be fiti ase se ye ti asi krum edipa ebekọ protest no ya chira koma aban Bank of Ghana say ye beba no ho e ba ho duma penifo ni governor no bekwa kosia na wa kire ne wo ye na yenso ya kire no yes wo ye ma yensa e kan sika.
Locked up investment holders forum we no adehye bi a wom nso eka ho bi ene YouTube Vincent for twetwe nkomo ebere a wom de press conference no ehye so
ye mu bi wo ho a ne ye yare ansa ne ye ba pension hypertension diabetes ehun kekan yare pi ne aye nim se ye ba pension a science savings na will fall on it to buy our drugs, pay our rents, and meet certain commitments. In this case, ekokemuno ahawem papa.
Yeah, German, me yes, she send ye be ya. Sisia me home tree me. na ɛno na mesika akɔkɛm sesia no nti sesia me plans no nyinaa asɛe mesika no mankɔwia o ɛyɛ deɛ meyɛ adwumaden ɛna menya no ɛno da meli kɔ ebi ɛkɔsie ɛwɔ hɔ no nti bibia mɛyɛ na me nsa aka mesika no ɛno na meyɛ
nyamedwa mɛyɛ started ko to horom free 2080 na me started sɛ me ba pension menya bi de akwakoyɛ ne sɛ me yɛ na me started ko to honom menje bi da me ba pension sɛ me kwakoje no up to date me sanka bi da me ba na mam lɔre fɛ ko pipe me ba me mam tete Ghana sɛ me fa ka emra na me de fa ka ba ya me sa de aka me be sa fa ka de akɔ
National Vice Chairman Owo NDC Amanyokuo nim Professor Joshua Alabi na openyi ekyerese wo hwe nanado danko Akufo-Addo ne naban entoto ye bone a wo mo aye no eno na nam so ama enei dum so aba omai Ghana mu
Omampani dada ora John Dramani Mahama Eshebo Ewo Ashanti West Assemblies of God Asafunu emu ebra na wonomu offices runku a wasie woda na die na wonomu esre se enipa beko wonmoa ama watimi anya generator kese a office no ede beye adwuma ode osie ayoyo emasa generator kakrakai wato ede abre Assemblies of God Ghana Ashanti West region no ya waye hu dwumadie ede adane ama empanimfo na dwumadie na se ena National Vice Chairman Emma National Democratic Congress Professor Joshua Alabi ebegina omampani dada Mahama nemu ede saa adie yi emaye ne nkasa ye mu no wo kyerɛ mu se nana adodankwa Akufo-Addo Ghana mampani woni MPP aban no wono ma mo wo homoden kra ewo enyinama hoden entutue no mu ene sen wo kyerɛ mu se ansa na NDC be frɛ adwa no so adane to media ma MPP no enyinama hoden saa brese ne ana esi yedum so omutimi toto nneoma ema ejina ne na so ansa no odane to me e dia ma NPP abanti no ohwe ani mu se baabi a edu ya won mo dane de ma won no anko betumi akrakra na asoso mu akosi se wodi won mama mu beba wie yenso ene dum so asan aba na ne nyina ne se won mama wani ana ho entimi anhwe ajapade a wodane ma won no aso yie eno nti ena ama no abasai Professor Joshua Alabi edito aban nanim se womo ne homoden so obeba abonten abeka se dum so aba na omanfo hunu ne a obeye na wonyai se wodane dane no na wode ho sobo ebo nkrofo ena we na aye wose no no emmoa wo bia enti wonhwe na womra abonten emeka na Ghanafo nyina ehunu ne eko
Dumso or no Dumso, every organization like this church will need a standby generator for any eventuality. But it has come at the right time where we have persistent Dumso, so it will help. But it was preventable, I think you agree with me, because when we left excess capacity and all we needed was good management. So I will progress. Having come from the Dumso area, which started from Nkrumah's days without any expansion, and we were able to halt it and even give the nation access to the incoming government at that time. So we believe that with good management, we could have managed in such a way that we wouldn't be facing these problems. Ever since they've not added anything to it. So of course, as the population grows and as we have problems, there might be problems, and these are the problems we encounter. That's why I said it was preventable. Good management would have prevented this.
Afe ebusiafo yenko ensemfufro mu a yekọ ensemfufro mu a enrada mfonyini bi etwa ne ho pa yie ewo abefontentan homa no so na ni nyina ene se wosoafo a wohwe energy nsem so ene woka kire Ghanafo se de na mfonyini ni se de omusi ye no no na kire se enkonkoye akwakoye te se wosoafo no ka kire Ghanafo se mo amosi dum so aba na ne mo fa mo timetable mre na enam so amakrata pie na ansa na yebekenkan krata no yenhwe mfonyini no se de esi etwa ne ho wo abefontentan homa no so.
If you are comparing 4 years, MPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than John Mahama.
But we are still experiencing Dumso.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying it's far much better than John Mahama ever did.
So you admit there is Dumso in the country?
You do admit that there's Dumso?
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I promised you that we are going to work on it, and it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process, and we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want to bring it. They should bring the timetable. If there is, I haven't seen any timetable. So
but people are calling for it.
Say bring a timetable. So what do you mean? The ECG says that there is no timetable coming. Why do you want to bring a timetable? What purpose? Why would somebody get up and wish evil or bad for the country?
No, it's not about how bad it is. Ghanaians are
actually so. When it is not planned, when it's not planned, you can't tell the person.
So it's necessary for.
Were you in Ghana and Nigeria? Did you live in this country and Nigeria? Did you live in this country and Nigeria? I'm asking you.
It was equally worse.
It cannot be equally worse.
Ebusia nti saamfo nyine we na aba be yasem edapaso sabre ye die ye betimi aka se omanfo binum ebinum ahoro osoafo papapa na eno enenam so ama Ministry of Energy ho na oye ye beka se odi ne kwi ho na oye adwuma wo mo de krata apie abonten na se ye bo ewura krata ni mu a wo mo eche se asantemantem wo mo campaign team ye MPP amanyoko no na no kwasiada eno mu kodi dwuma ene nsentwerofo bopini wosoafo eni na twetwe nkomo na se de asie pia bonten no ene se de asi kan nam so amase se de Ghana fo bi bu afu ene bi nso nti interview na se de asi akoye nti na wo se wo mo bana wo mo bekiremu na de edi kan wo mo kire se omanfo timi tie full interview ni year was sa load management timetable enkrofo ebisa ene nsentwereni na obisa ye no asem no kra na Electricity Company of Ghana wo mo ba be ka se eye ohaw bi a eno no ebekọ enche bia wo muguso esiesie nuoma nti osoafo no sa wo hwe video nim kra wo ka se na se we enya asem bia ade no wo so mu siesie nti asem be na wo ho bio wo kan sa no enye sa na eye sa pepepe afei de atoso mienu osoafo no ede eye mfato fa enka ne mampanyin John Dramani Mahama ne breso dum se baaye ene o che se wode toto ho ase ye ne kwan aso no no esan se sa bre ni mu no emfie 9 na Ghana fo da dum so mu e ma no ebebe ya asem enti se wode toto enei ede ho a eye saa na mom na nsen se de NDC Frankatuni enka ne mampanyin John Dramani Mahama ekasa ede efa ho no ena nsentwerofo ena nsentwero adwuma ni mu no apagya ne ho saa ede aba na ni nyina no ayese amanyosem ena wo mototototo ne saa wo se wutie interview ni ya na se nipa no a wo bisa osoafo yasem no a ena opese wo ya ade bia ni kwan so wo ya se wo ka asem no se de wo si chiachia asem no efa so no ena ama no ababe saa de to so mensa bio wo se wo hwe video ni mu a said your software no ye tie said no osi kasa na asem no kra no anu oka no na nse da baby a omo na wo ye dede pa into hwa background no na asem na anu oka no kra na wanhwe ya wonti ni yie enso so ensentwoni no na onu ne kasa no ena opese oya na wo pia wo software no ana afei asem na oka no wo yifri nanum ede eba enti ensentwa adwuma no si ye ka Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempra wo obi a wo pen centrofo asem ene wo nanfofo bebre kwa obi aye nadamfo enti wontumi entu sabio wontu asem anya fe ana anya dan fa nche centroni no esa ebio osofo yi a wo kasa ye o se asa de enkrofo keka se wonwene Ghana fo ho asa won de bi ade ye ekoso a wonhunu osofo wo obi a wakasa de afa sansem yi ho Ghana fo ko ye mu a wono so wote bi Waya Ghana ni wanamu bi enti saa ohawo ni kane adundum nyina eba no enye se ye ne de ohawo no wo ye de obetimi bi ase de be obetimi ayi ade no ana ohawo kro na wo ho na firi ho eti enkyere se wono no wo ye obi a wonwene Ghana fo ho odwene Ghana fo ho pa ebio o se aseye no epese o mo ka kire Ghana de hie nyina se ministry no wo mo nhyehyeye wo mo ayede ato ho no wo mo ni agencies ahodo te say Electricity Company of Ghana ene wo mo ma ye gas sector ahodo no obia ne dia wo ye bia no obo ye di ombetimi bia se de be ya sa wo haw yi a aba enye o haw a e ba betena ho no etimi afiri ho enti obia nka na koma emfa ento ne yem sakrata yi opanyina ne nsa ehya se eye kofi ebrifa afena wono ena ekasa ema ministry no ena wode sakrate yi ne nsahase a wode ebaaye na abusiafo yenkwa ahoma ne so na ye ne energy policy analyst Ora Benjamin insia eni nkomo emisa ne se ensem yi sei ena osi ehunu opanyi wote menka ma han
ya meni aba
wada roma na bibia bokode
na me ado bibia boko
ye de nyame ase wada ma o ensem yi krata ya wo mo de abai me gidi se wahu bi ensem a osoafo yi so ekeka ye no so watie bi sen na woje no ana nkyeremu no wobetimi akyeremu sen de akyere Ghana fo
nya wa me da se de edi kan de meka ne se aswafo ye nya akonya se ye ne media kasa regardless of the environment na ye wono e wo se ye hwe kasa yi because kasa ni bitimi gu party animase itimi gu omampanyi na animase itimi gu aban ni nyina wo mo no kra ka ho no itimi gu aban na animase and I think that is where Minister of Energy Honorable Matthew Fukupampe he was not measured in some of the things he said. That kind of I think that krata we omodia by krata no kra binu in the sense that any Ghana for any say young publish timetable PRC Public Utilities Regulatory Commission PRC institution has a lot of data on the energy supply and I say energy generated in Ghana and also transported to ECG and NETCO. PRC have a lot of data and more data no oman farmer out kana oman order ECG say by 2nd April it will say ECG at the timetable out. You ask yourself why is PRC ordering ECG to bring a timetable by 2nd April? PRC is because PRC knows that we have a shortfall in the supply of energy from our IPPs and VRA or state-owned entities within the power sector to GRIDCO and to ECG or NETCO. PRC in data and the ministry also knows this data. So in recent times, we have producing because of saying we produce no enema edum so no eba. Now, when you get opportunity, you tell us the challenges we are facing, and as a ministry, why offer so resolve this particular challenge, right? Not to tell us that Ghana for Nefre and Ghana Nefre APIs in the other ECG, some publish a timetable, and the ministry knows that they say the produce can be. The ministry knows that in recent times, he leading that particular ministry has not invested much in the infrastructure of the energy sector, especially the power subsector of energy. And when you say one investing much, it leads to certain distractions in the supply of energy to various discos and various households. Only, and this only has when you bisawa. Ditum say any na say na ministry ni then you give us timeline. Say yes, it's true, it's an event. But being an event, also catch and say yes. You better move here, Bosumi Miensa, and Abosumi Nai, and Abosumi Num, the baby problem here. The second part, I may say ministry and cash cracker no and canopreno. You see, ECG earlier came out, say, or no, there's a Sunday transformers. Na miniaba, any Ghana for Mutian. So, what's the sound transformer? Ne Sebio, Nian ceremony say, near Meti Abeka Junction. Our Baba is some transformer, no, but men Kaye, say, ne brother, never maintain Abesa transformer. Na transformer na mesesano, maybe say and past 6 to 6 and I made the best sano. This obi free fear or machine duno. Wadia no dia go free one, cranie na obebana and say. This is simple logic. Say, oye, state-owned entity, oye ministry, ubu Ghana for. Now, pese, only Ghana for di, nkita hudi and I say, mudi a year. You communicate to us so that we can plan. Many of the lack of communication from ECG and the ministry, ne, ebinum wonkwa because of dumso yabai. Ne, ebinum niane say because of dumso yabai. Ne, ebinum twetre say because of dumso yabai. Ne, ebinum nfidie I will feel say because of dumso yabai. And just simply communicating to us what the challenges are and what your ministry is putting in place to resolve these challenges has now become a problem that catch and say, yeah, I set here timetable. I think that his comments were good party animals, to be frank with you, were good president are appointing animals, and go on abino credit.
Ana ebinum so ka say ene ade ne emfa yabufuo no nkosua PURC fuo no esan se wo mu na eye ntemginafo ema ye ne wo mu a wo mu ema ye nkane wo mu ma ye nsuo nti se ye hia bibisa ade ne emfa ye ni bre no nkosua PURC for so say wo mu na sese wo mu di akagina mu ma ye na wo mu mia ministry no anase ECG for say de be wo the timetable be beba na wo ma be kire say de na wo kan say transformer e wo sesa na wo say wo ba na wo be kire sa ensem ni wo sa
binya ba ye libra de ko PURC so no ena ma omukọ ye meeting ena meeting no mukọ ye no mu ni ECG for ena mu instruct ECG say ECG mamo na wotwi mienu IBC April 2nd April. So by that time no there was a more publishing a be sanction mo. That is what it is, an order from PURC, which means that PURC knows the problem in the energy sector far better than the Ministry of Energy. Omuni problem no say any localized problem.
Na just oransia na just say ohaw no eye ohaw kese enye ohaw bia enani kine ya na omo ba be ye free ho.
Energy sector how no dey any how no bet nada but ye here minister obe prioritize sector no na waso ano kakra amayen enye say any bet nada
nti mu wonim de wo mu na mahwehwe ansam no dum so no ana yemfa ne se nkania na sese ye yesi yem yenka dum so yenka se nkania ne ye bedum asiesie na se dum siesie no ebeche.
Yes, ebeche, because you see no kwamba bia meka se ye kanya problem ye ka bia na we ye ka IPPs no nsem. The major problem in the energy in the sector no is the collapse of state-owned entities within the energy sector. Meka state-owned entities are buying na omo power sector mu no omu nyina egu ne omu nyina egu because of eka fitri dia edaho. And as o mine say yama ye ni anko honoma dum so ya ebe die via non-hwere mienu dum so non-hwere miensa dum so e na yesu ahwe betima be bosumi nsia afebo dum so, then that is very detrimental to our economy, because most of the growth projections now on mine Ghana ye pese you know ahwe ni enu ye nyuma be say amanfo be ka babi nyema dodo na be say okuma. And any responsible leader that chairs the affairs of Ministry of Energy must be up to task in resolving this problem once and for all, and not to tell us, say, Obian Shani Tantive. I think Napoli didn't speak well, and if he gets the opportunity, was said about the apologizing. Now, on kinds of country and the oye, and the so, sir, do so ya no once and for all, because many about meeting hey, ya do mikania, a coba, and no matter what be a localized fault, but be also. Not grid consumer is crazy, and grid commercial is being here. Grid code transporting lines, because of poor investment in grid code transmission lines. The last time we had a massive investment, a French are buying the best soya thing. Oh my Ghana, this also when was the last time my Ghana A2 Zika do any support to grid code? When was the last time my Ghana 2 Zika do any support to ECG? When was the last time my Ghana 2 Zika do be SAB or the support to Ghana National Gas Company Limited? And these are the real issues in the energy sector, crippling state-owned entities within the energy sector. And when we get opportunity as leaders, Muma Ghana for who problem you at least be our country and Kwana, most Ghanaians could have sympathized or empathized with him. But
and the crack said they will see won't so say a bright woman a year abato afi. Assembly out the better obiano. Na ama amanyosam no akyekyere no nti ena bia wo mu ntumi free wo mu pemu nka no kore no fa nkyere Ghana fo
minia ba so we leader enye onye leader ma wamanyoko we leader ma Ghanaians and onye leader ma opposition, and I think it is all about communication. Okay, we communicate here obia be sympathize with obia no be yarding, but one communicate here and also be how and also trace the energy sector no. I think that when they were in opposition, nobody Yamanyosem Bibri. Intina Neno, almost be dear to Mukrase, Casa Dum Sonokrano, and so I asked them. Yemfa Yamanyosem, we are in a serious crisis that if we don't resolve it within the short shortest term or as a medium term. Ghana be could do so more and not 2012, 2015 the cry.
Alright, see, I better see ne unchiremu. Ora Benjamin Insia, energy policy analyst ni ene no edi nkomo hede afa statement a Ministry of Energy hede aba efa ora Matthew Opoku Prempeni semu okokan ewo Asante Mantemu no. Na ye to akase ebo so ahohoi New Town Basic School. Wo mo de adesrede eto aban ene akwaku ahodo nyina anim se wo mu hia adan afei nkonwa nkwada betena so nkwada betena classroom mbesua de enioma ne aka de betimi abo omo ama omo adesua no ene adekire etimi ayemre wo mo ekire se sukuu yi eba afei apema hankuna duosia na 1964 eti ye ka se sukuu no anya mfinhie aduosia ora James Ahoga wono na ye headmaster wo de adesrede eto mpanimfo anim.
First of all, we have to instill discipline into our children. The parents, most especially, have to make sure that they train their children very well, because mostly they are now leaving them at the mercy of the teachers and the heads in the schools. Because when they come to school, they have a different character that they portray, which is a bit of discipline because they are freed. But when they get home, it's a different thing altogether. So I think if the parents also come together to support what the teachers are doing, we will have a well-informed and well-reformed children for the future. Also, the stakeholders, the major stakeholders, that's the Ministry of Education. Please, they should come out with better guidelines for education in Ghana, because some of the teachers, when school reopens, you see that they don't have textbooks and other stuffs to help teaching and learning, which is retarding progress of education. And coming back to my school here, you see the structures that are built for students to learning, they are nothing good to write home about. So we urge the Ministry of Education especially to come to our aid and give us good structures that can make learning and teaching and learning very conducive, because when it is around 12, let's be between 11 to 1 p.m., the rooms become very, very hot, and the students use their books as fun visiting the school. You know, we don't have washrooms. I want government to take up this opportunity to visit all schools and build them washrooms, those who don't have it, because our children don't have places of convenience, thereby leaving them to go to the public, place of convenience around, and they'll be left very vulnerable on the road.
The JHS, the school block over there, if you enter it, you cannot even sit down for 5 minutes. The heat is too much, which means the roofing sheet has worn out. So we are still, we want benevolent hands to come to aid us so that we can re-roof the whole block.
So to add to that, I can say that all these factors that we have just outlined, the challenges, they meditate the full teaching and learning exercise that we are supposed to take. As teachers, we know our core is to deliver to the core mandate of what the school is giving. And so when we have challenges like this, it's affecting the academics and then other things of the school as far as academic exercise is concerned. You know, this school is one of the best in the municipality until recently, and we are still continuing to do certain things to put up in place.
As parents, we have to discipline our children when necessary and not be afraid of them, because in the very near future they will become burdens on us if they are not well.
Abusian for yanya boafo nkrato emra ye ba bongo di fara me kire David Oforisa for odi agudie mu nsem eba beto aye so ye ba sisia.